Cuba, it's me. Welcome to episode 260 of The Willow Show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Now today on The Willow Show, I wanted to talk about the 1, 2, 3. The man or woman counting the shoulders for the 3 count in the match. Now, a lot of fans don't realize how important a referee is. Maybe some wrestlers don't even realize it. The difference between a good or a bad referee can make a huge difference, and some people don't notice, but it's the little things that can be big things. Like, man, when someone that I have a good referee, like Harry D's only refereed one of my matches, or you have like Old School, or there's a couple other good ones that I've had over the years, and they referee your match. They make the bad guy look better. They sell the moves to the crowd. They sell the rules. Because half of the casual fans don't even know the rules. So then when the ref is going, yeah, you can't do that, then they're like, oh, he can't do that. They did not know. When you have a ref that all they basically do is count to 3 and count the guy out, when it's such a big deal. Especially, I've noticed it even more now that I've been doing this tag team with W.I.L.L.I.W, is that how important is a referee in a tag team match, because he's got 4 guys to contain. The other 2 guys are not supposed to be in the ring. It can be quite hectic, and a good referee can really make a huge difference. And the referees don't get enough credit. And everyone thinks, like, oh, when you have a good match, it goes to the 2 performers, or if it's a tag match 4 or a triple threat 3, whatever the case may be. It just goes to the wrestlers. Not even true. Not at all. Like, I'm sure in the WWE, like at the NXT takeovers and the WWE pay-per-views, when there's a really good match, it's the performers and the referees that get the credit and the praise, because they're one of the stars. People don't realize it, because a good ref, you barely notice them, except for when they're supposed to be noticed. But that's a compliment, how good they are. They just come in when they can, and a good ref can also help you so much. Like, especially if they know certain parts of your match, they can remind you to do this, or a good ref will tell you what time you're at. That's really important too, because some wrestlers are okay at knowing how long they've been going already, and some aren't. But sometimes you get carried away, and you yell at the crowd for 10 minutes and then realize, hey, you only got 3 minutes left, and you had all this other stuff planned, but you gotta cancel that and do what's right for the show, because everybody has certain times that they're supposed to meet. A good referee will do that. A good referee will know when someone's hurt and bide some time for them. Like, it's so important. I think it's because I've had so many bad referees that won't even check you, or when you're like choking or doing something in the ropes, they won't call for a break. They won't get in between the wrestlers. They're shy, they're intimidated. They watch wrestling on TV, so they know how to count to 3, and they know that they gotta count them out when they're. But also, sometimes you're going outside the ring, and it's not supposed to be a count out. A good ref will know how to work around that if they're out longer than 10, and have the count break without making it look too stupid, and making the referee make himself or herself look stupid. I just can't say enough about how having a good ref is so important, and props to all those good referees out there, because none of them get enough credit. The referee always is forgotten about and never gets enough credit. Probably doesn't get paid enough that they deserve as well, except for like in the WWE, probably they do. But man, it's so noticeable for me when I have a bad ref. I'm like, oh geez, like, don't do anything out of the box here, because they don't know how to keep up. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to portray it to the fans. And plus, you could use a referee to talk. Like, if I want to say, hey, tell the guy block my punch, instead of saying it to him where everyone can see, the referee's like, are you okay? Tell him to block my punch. Like, a good referee is so important, and there's so many. I don't want to give away all the secrets. I mean, most of the secrets are out now anyway, but I love kayfabe, but I don't want to give away all, because then we'll have everybody refereeing. And you know what? The good referees either did quality training or they've done it so long and they've perfected their craft and they've asked veterans and they've tried to learn and they put in the time to be good. It's not fair if someone just jumps in and starts taking all their bookings because they're willing to work for free, but they're just as good as them. And I don't think it can happen that way. No matter how much you learn, it's experience that you need to be a good referee. And I just want to say thank you to all the good referees I've ever had that wrestled my matches. It's very noticeable, and I do appreciate it so much. And to all the bad referees, don't be a referee. And to these promoters, don't let just anyone referee. Don't let some guy from the ring crew or an up-and-coming wrestler referee. I mean, I know once in a while people will get in a jam, or let's say the referee didn't show up. But one, you should always have more than one referee, and you should always have a backup. But I mean, once in a while, I guess, certain situations happen. But in that case, make one of the wrestlers wear a mask and make him be the referee, because having a crappy referee makes your product look bad. It makes the wrestlers look bad. It's not good for business at all, and it just makes you seem like, I mean, we're all indie promotions from what I do, but it makes you seem like, what's the word I'm looking for? Very insuperior, I guess, or inferior, I guess, but it just makes you look not credible. And I just want to say thank you so much to all the good referees, and I want to hear your comments on the Willow Show. I always love that. What referees do you like? Why do you like them? What do you feel is important about a referee in a match? And anything about referees, I'd love to hear your comments, because as always on the Willow Show, like or you get a leg drop, comment or you get a clothesline, subscribe or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba!